Hello Battle Cats players, my name is Chance and welcome to another episode of my guide. Today we're taking a look at cat unit ID number 18, Ninja Cat. This special cat is available for purchase for 50 cat food after completing Philippines in Empire of Cats Chapter 1. And I feel like a lot of people have a strong fondness for this cat. It does a strange kind of ebb and flow thing when it comes to relevancy and usefulness, but I actually kind of like units that do that, as it forces you to change up your gameplay while at the same time you still go back to something comfortable. Overall, just showing you the versatility of many units. It is my hope, as always, that over the course of this video, by taking a look at Ninja Cat's evolutionary line, performance, best use cases and strategies and talents, that you can make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to invest into this unit, and to what degree. Now let's take a look at Ninja Cat's evolutionary line. Ninja Cat follows for what is really the standard operating procedure for the special cat. His description reads, one of the strongest fighters, rivals with Axe Cat, 10 wins, 1 loss, strong against red enemies. Then at level 10 he will evolve into Ninja Frog Cat, whose description becomes, learned how to summon animals, rides a frog for better mobility, strong against red enemies. Then at level 20 or above, after completing the level Ninja Awakens, it becomes Flying Ninja Cat, whose description reads, dancing across the sky, assaulting enemies, using advanced ninjutsu, cheap to produce, very strong against red enemies. As far as the Ninja Awakens is concerned, it will be made available the 17th day of any month from 700 hours to 1400 hours, or 7 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, and the 18th day of every month from 700 hours to 0 hours, or 5 p.m. to midnight. It first appeared in April of 2015, and the stages are called Way of the Ninja and they cost 150 energy. Now that you have a good grasp on his evolutionary process, let's take a look at his overall performance. Firstly, in terms of class, Ninja Cat is considered to be both a meat shield and a combo slave. Meat shields are units with very low cost and minimal recharge time, and some of them have survival abilities or high health. And combo slaves or cats are units that are essentially useless aside from the cat combos they provide. The way Ninja Cat gets and interacts with these roles is kind of strange, and we'll touch on that in a little bit here, but for now let's take a look at his pros and cons. Firstly, under pros, we have fast movement speed, fast attack rate, very short recharge time, low cost, part of multiple good cat combos. Then under cons, we have low health and attack power and single target. Under other considerations, under the normal and evolved form, she has access to multi-hit, and they're strong against red enemies, which is to say they deal 1.5 times damage and also take half damage from red enemies. Now to those astute viewers of you, you may notice something a little bit strange about this list, namely that there's nothing particularly bad about it. And that of course begs the question, what's the catch? Now that you have a good enough grasp on her overall performance, let's take a look at some of the details about how to play and what strategies work best. First and foremost, as far as cost is concerned, at Chapter 1 you're looking at 200 cents, Chapter 2 300 cents, and Chapter 3 400 cents. However, once you true form them, their cost gets knocked down to 150 cents in Chapter 1, 225 cents in Chapter 2, and 300 cents in Chapter 3. Now let's talk about some gameplay. Firstly, at the very beginning, as soon as Ninja Cat becomes unlocked, she is excellent. This cat can carry you through really the vast majority of Empire of Cats, and really just serves to be a better Axe Cat. However, really after the kind of mid portion of Chapter 3 of Empire of Cats, she falls off. And there are a couple things that bring this on, but namely she just gets outclassed in terms of stats. The units you're going to want to replace her with, ironically enough, are Dark Cat, which is achievable through plus levels as opposed to Awakening, and Crazed Axe Cat. There's also a very notable fact that even against red units, there are just better options. Courier and Elemental Duelist are the two more common ones, but there are others. However, during this point of the game, you'll have access to a cat combo called Cool Japan, which boosts unit attack by 15%, and it is a combo we've discussed openly on this channel before. And while this combo does serve some utility and justifies having Ninja Cat on your team, it is also worth noting that once you unlock the 2-cat small attack ups, this combo becomes essentially obsolete, and at this point, as far as stats are concerned, you can really consider Ninja Cat to be just a higher cost macho cat. After getting the true form, the speed drops down, however. So even in terms of a meat shield, there are better options. And during those early true formed area is where this cat probably loses the majority of its relevance. However, it does make the talents available, and the talents do bring this cat back into viability. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Until then, let's actually take a look at some of Ninja Cat's cat combos. First and most importantly, we have Cool Japan. This is a unit attack up of the medium variety that increases Cat's attack by 15%. It involves Ninja Cat, Sumo Cat, Samurai Cat, and Sushi Cat. And while 15% is impressive, it is worth noting that having 2 small unit attack ups would increase by 20%, 10 per each cat combo, so that's why this just kind of falls off. Up next, we have Frog Prince. This is a strong effect up of the small variety and increases the effectiveness of the strong ability by 10%. So you do 1.6 damage and take 0.4 damage. It involves Princess Juliet Cat and Ninja Frog Cat. This is fine if you have nothing else, but there are better unit combinations that yield a strong effect up, so just bear that in mind. Up next, we have Enter the Ninja. This is a unit speed up. It is Ninja Cat and Hayabusa Cat and increases Cat's movement speed by 10%. I actually really like this. I think this is a good combination. We've talked about unit speed-ups before. They really just cut down on time playing each individual stage. And because of that, if you're grinding out any stages in particular for any resources, having unit speed-up will cut down on time needed to grind. Up next, we have Aerial Recon Research Power-Up Medium, which decreases the recharge time of all cats by just shy of 2 seconds. It involves Bird Cat, Crazed Bird Cat, Flying Ninja Cat, and Drone Cat. While it is a fairly heavy unit investment, I'm actually a big fan of the research power-ups. Towards the mid and late game, you'll find that money is very rarely an issue. Instead, it's cooldown time that is an issue. However, bear in mind that Battle Cats will not let you go below 2 seconds per cooldown, so just make sure you're not wasting this potential. Up next, we have Secret Agency. This is a Worker Cat max up, and it increases wallet size by 10%. It involves Ninja Cat and Urashima Toro. I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't see what purpose they serve. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never once ran into an issue when it comes to money capacity, but who knows? Let me know down beneath. And lastly, we have Dreams of Flying. This is a knockback effect up small. It involves the Grateful Crane and Flying Ninja Cat and increases knockback distance by 10% to people with the knockback trait. I don't think it's that useful, but if you're building your team around stalling tactics, this could actually be worthwhile to pursue. It's just a 2-cat-cat combo, so it's not a big deal, but there are probably better units for this combination. I'm just going to flash you a couple screens in relation to Ninja Cat's stats, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to give you a quick update with what's going on with the channel right now. So starting from tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing 1-hour-long videos of segments from the Cat Guide in the Japanese version of Battle Cats. I'll be doing this for a couple reasons. Firstly, there is a lack of available information and videos on those particular cats, and in making a couple of my Japanese videos, I really struggled to actually find the source content for it, so I ended up just having to get it myself. And I know that there are a decent amount of Battle Cats content creators within my channel here, so I feel like in making a lot of this video publicly available, it will benefit them if they decide to use it, and of course they're more than welcome to. I will just be putting some music underlay beneath it, just so if you're just curious what the additional cats that you don't have access to in the English version are, you can check them out. I don't really expect the videos to go viral or anything, but you know, it'll be nice to have them on my channel if nothing else. In addition to that, I am actually also thinking about taking my animated style, translating it, and then rendering the videos without any audio. And my hopes in doing this will be to reach a broader language audience. I will also likely be doing kind of monthly analytic breakdowns regarding this channel, just so you can all see what I'm looking at when it comes to making these decisions. I understand for a lot of you native English speakers or people from the US, this isn't a big deal, and you might be confused why I'm pursuing this since I am also an English speaker. But English-speaking countries only make up really less than half of my total viewer base. The majority of my viewers, funny enough, actually come from Japan, as well as the Philippines and a couple other Asian countries, which is certainly something I never would have guessed before starting this channel, but it is the case. Of course, I will keep producing these videos on a daily basis, so if you're here for this content, just don't worry about it, but if you see some other content pop up in your feed that isn't relevant to you, just don't feel the need to click on it if you don't want to. And of course, it goes without saying that English-speaking content will always be my priority on this channel. However, it doesn't take that much more effort for me to just Google Translate and re-render and then just attach some music beneath it. So yeah, that's what's going on. Let me know what you guys think down beneath in the comment section. All of you have been very helpful in terms of establishing this channel to where it is so far. And of course, I appreciate all of you. Now let's take a look at some talents. First and foremost, Ninja Cat gets access to Target Black at the cost of 75 NP, Dodge Attack, which adds 20% chance to dodge for about a second and improves up to 2 seconds at a total NP cost of 165. Movement Speed Up, which increases movement speed by 1 level up to 10 for an all-in cost of 125 NP. Then your standard attack and defense buff, which increase each respectively by 8% up to 80% for a total cost of 125 NP each. Now, as far as Ninja Cat is concerned, or at least Flying Ninja Cat is concerned, this actually is a game changer for them. There are two real talents you want to focus on here, and both of them are aimed at making Flying Ninja Cat a viable meat shield. The first is, of course, dodge attack. Obviously, if they're even able to survive one attack from an enemy, it makes them a better meat shield than Macho Cat. And secondarily, you should be looking at that unit speed increase, as that is one of the things that holds Flying Ninja Cat back more than anything else. Quick meat shield is a good meat shield. It might also be worth noting that the target black talent is kind of useful on this cat, as most black enemies deal an absurd amount of damage. That, coupled with the idea of dodging the attack outright, actually make this a pretty good meat shield. And as far as the defense and attack ups are concerned, I wouldn't worry about them too much. Honestly, at this point in the game, Ninja Cat's base stats just aren't really that good, so even increasing them by 80% isn't likely to make that much of a difference. They're still likely to die in one, and they're not really likely to make any significant damage on the enemy. So in terms of priority, dodge attack should come first, followed up by move speed up, and target black if you find you're struggling on black stages. And that's really all there is to say about Ninja Cat. Thank you so much, guys, for viewing. As always, be sure to like and subscribe so you get Cat God's blessing. And just thank you so much. We should be at over 350 subscribers if my memory is correct. And that's just awesome, guys. Like, we were at 300 subscribers like a day or so ago. So the growth is definitely noted on my end, and it definitely makes making these videos a lot easier for me. Of course, if you have any recommendations on how to best grow the channel or how to best approach these videos, do let me know down in the comment section down beneath. I take your guys' advice fairly regularly, and let me know what you think about Ninja Cat down there as well. Thank you so much, everyone, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.